I had shared a technical analysis chart that I had done on Bitcoin. And during that time, we were actually trading in between um, this white line here, the diagonal line here, number 3, the line number 3 here. And that was on the long term, okay? And on the short term, we were trading between the red line at the bottom, which is our support line, and then the blue diagonal line. And if you notice, every time the market was hitting the blue line, was coming down. Every time it hit the blue line, it came down. Every time it hit, it came down. So the idea was, if it breaks beyond the blue line, our next resistance should be at the white line, which was 32,000. But if it breaks below the white line here, then you should expect more blood. And if you can see what I told them, this was on, let me see, it was on, when was this? This must have been last week. Oh yeah, here. You can see this one here, right? This was on 7th of June. And I told them our line A, which is the green one here, is our all-time high, okay? And our B is our current support line. The B line is this red one here. So that was our support line at that moment. And then C was our massive support. Now, the C line is the white line. This was our massive support, meaning if we break beyond, and I actually indicated that, if we break below that, expect more blood in the market. Then I looked at some moving averages, and we had our line A1. You see this green dotted line. So far as the market is below this line, it means the market is bearish and the market is going down. Okay? And you can see I told them our 200-day moving average so far we are below that line. Then the market is still bearish. Then our B2 is our 50-day moving average, also telling us how bearish we've been or we are in the last 50 days. Once we break above it, then expect a short up movement. Now, support line B, current support, which was the red line here, the current support zone, and the trend line 2. The trend line 2 is this one, the blue one here that I was telling you about. The trend line 2 current resistance has formed a falling triangle. Okay, just to show you what a falling triangle is. If you take this blue line here and the red one here, and then you join them here, you will see you have a triangle that is coming down. Okay, so that's the falling triangle. Has formed a falling triangle, and whichever side the market breaks to, chances are we will continue in that direction. Now, if we go back to our Binance, because I believe I still have that chart. Let me share this screen. The Binance here. If you go back here to Binance and then you go to trade and BTC BUSD, I had done an analysis on BTC BUSD. We're currently trading at 23. This is very awesome. If someone asks me, I would wish if the market continues to even go down further. Now, this is the same analysis that I just showed you. Okay. Now, this is the Massey line, the white line. This is the line that I was saying is our Massey line. Back then in June 6th here. So we were actually on this green candle. This is where we were trading at.
Yes.
And I want you to see how this technical analysis actually worked out so perfectly. So you can see it was respecting this white line, but at some point the bears, of course we will learn about this, don't worry. So every time it would hit the white line, it would get rejected. And then at some point, it didn't even go up to the white line. It started getting rejected even before it gets to the white line. And as you can see, the market would come and hit here and come down. Try to break beyond it and come down. Then we stagnated here for a long time. And then once the market tried to break the same line, it got rejected. And once we broke below the white line, can you see here at 28? See what happened? We went all the way up to where we currently are at 23,000, and we had actually gone up to 22,500. And my wish is that the market continues to go down. And if you ask me why, it's because in 2024, if you want to make money in 2024, now listen to this. And you guys are very lucky, very lucky, I should say, to have joined this class at this time when the market is not doing well, because this is where millionaires are made. How? I'll give you a story. In 2017, for the very first time, the market went all the way up to $20,000. The market had never gone up to 20,000 before. But in 2017, it actually did. And so it went to 20,000 for the very first time. And people are saying Bitcoin to the moon, Bitcoin is going to $100,000, Bitcoin is going to $50,000. But what happened? In 2018, Bitcoin and the whole market, cryptocurrency market, started to crash. And Bitcoin went all the way down to $3,000. Okay? Personally, I was still very new in crypto. And I made a mistake, I'll be honest with you. I had quite a number of Bitcoins, over 10 Bitcoins. And what I did, I actually sold some of my Bitcoins. I remember I went and bought my second car. Then I liquidated some of the Bitcoins. I went and built a house back at home. And I bought quite a number of assets and plots and stuff like that. And then I just relaxed. I have invested. I have a house. I have a car. And then let me enjoy life. I didn't have any Bitcoin. Then in 2018, 2019. Then the market stayed there for quite some time until March of 2020. Now, March of 2020, let me see that. March of 2020 is, this is November, this is September, March of 2020, we go back around here. You see how much Bitcoin was trading at? It was trading at 3,700. March of 2020. Okay? So, just around here. Yes, 3,730 from an all-time high of 20,000. So Bitcoin had crashed over 83% and the whole cryptocurrency market. Then, when the bull run started in March, because halvening was happening, look what happened. In 1 year and 6 months, it was a pure uptrend. Can you see what happened? The market went all the way up, went to 19,000, went to 41,000, then retraced a little bit to 29,000, then continued pumping, went to 58,000, retraced back, then went again to 61,000, retraced back, and went to all-time high of 65,000. That was up to April of 2021. Okay? So within 1 year, Bitcoin actually did over 10x. Are we together? It did over 10 times within 1 year. So if I would have held my 10 Bitcoins here when the market was doing so badly, yes, you can see here it was at 3,000, because I remember very well, I sold my Bitcoins way back when Bitcoin was trading below 5,000. If I had held my Bitcoins until around November, not even November, April of 2021, my over 10 Bitcoins would be worth over 65 million. Over 65 million, and I would do a very nice house. I get a very good car, and even buy more plots than I even did back then. But it was a lesson learned. Now, the reason why I want the market to continue going down, because another bull run is coming. And this is a market cycle, and it always keeps coming. And this bull run, the next bull run that will happen, will probably happen in the year 2024. Why? Because that is when the next halvening will be happening. And who will make money? Who will become millionaires in 2024? The people who will become millionaires in 2024 are those people who are accumulating assets at these low levels. Okay? Because when the bull run comes, notice what happened in 2017. When the bull run came in 2020, it surpassed the previous all-time high of 20,000 and even did 3 times more from its previous all-time high. Now, imagine if it does the same thing in the next bull run. Do you know what that means? It means chances are Bitcoin might be trading. Okay, might be. This is not a financial advice though, but it means Bitcoin might be trading at around $200,000. That is 20 million per Bitcoin. Are we together? That is in the year 2024, 2025. Then after 2024, 2025, most probably the market will crash again until around 2026. And then 2026, 2027, probably, I don't know whether the market cycles will change, but that has been there. That has been the cycle. So a pump, a dump, a pump, a dump. And I like it because it gives people a second chance of redeeming themselves. You know, it's not like most stocks whereby when they go, they've gone, and you can never catch them again at local bottoms. But you see what is happening with the crypto market. We are being given a golden opportunity. Like, let me show you another project. Like, for example, let me take Ethereum, for example. Okay, let me take Ethereum, for example. This is very, very important. Ethereum is currently trading at $12,000. Now, if we look at how Ethereum has performed during the previous market cycles, you will be surprised how much Ethereum was selling in March of 2020 before COVID here. Ethereum was selling at $76. Can you imagine? Only 10,000. So if you had 100,000, you'd have bought like almost over 10 Ethereums. And then Ethereum went all the way up to almost 5,000. That is almost 5,000, $4,800. How many X's are those? Divide 40, let's work with 49. $4,900 you divide by $76. That is 64 times. So if you had your 10 Ethereums that you bought at $760 and decide to sell them at 47, this will be $48,000 from an investment of 760 up to this here, up to 4.8 million in less than 2 years, from March up to November of the next year, in 1 month, in 1 year and 6 months. So if I was to be asked, I would wish if Bitcoin comes all the way down up to around up to around these levels of 19,000. Yeah, I don't think it can go back to 10,000, but if it does, that would be a golden opportunity. I think I would sell every asset that I own, like those properties, those pieces of lands, and buy into Bitcoin, because definitely one thing is for sure, that the market will always come back. So my people, if you want to be in the list of millionaires in the next bull run, this is the time to start buying. And the best way to do the buying is to do what we call dollar cost averaging. How do you do dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging, you decide on a daily basis, I'm going to be buying crypto worth 1,000, 10,000, 500, or every weekend, especially for those in Novatech, Once the company has paid us, you can decide, out of this money, I'm going to put some of this money into crypto. Okay, you don't really care how much they are selling at the moment, because your agenda is to accumulate as much as you can. And then when the bull run comes, and those people who are not in the industry and don't understand what is happening, that is the time they will be greedy. This is your time for you to be greedy and to start buying assets slowly and slowly. When those people becomes greedy, they will be putting money in projects when Bitcoin is trading at 100,000, at 150,000, at 170,000. But that will be your time to cash out and collect your profits, because you invested when everyone was fearful. Okay? And when everyone will be greedy, that is when you should be fearful. And that is when you should start collecting your profits. So this is your time. This is your time, guys. That's why I'm saying you guys are very lucky to be in this class at this time. Because when the bull run is here, I will not have projects to tell you to buy, because every project will be doing very well. I remember some times back, actually in the last bull run, that is in 2020, I remember investing in a coin called WIN, and I put $130, 130,000, that is around that, $1,250, and in like 3 days, I was at $8,000. Because when the market is bullish, every coin is going up, because everyone is greedy at that time, and the money, the circulation, the market cap, the whole cryptocurrency market cap goes up like crazy. If you look today, if you go to CoinMarketCap, you'll be surprised that we are actually trading below $1 trillion. The whole cryptocurrency market cap today is down by 13.47% over the last day. We are currently trading at $969 billion. We are out of the trillion mark. In the previous bull run, we were actually trading at over 2 trillion. Okay, now if you look at Bitcoin, how much it's trading at currently, it's trading at 23,000. And if you look at how much it is down in reference to the previous all-time high, we are actually trading 65% lower. Currently, Bitcoin is written sell. It's time for you to buy Bitcoin. You're buying Bitcoin at 65% discount. And these are opportunities that comes once. Are we together? And if you never invested when the market was doing badly, you will be so sad watching other people enjoying their money because they did what we call wise investment. Now, I hope you guys have learned something. That is very, very important, because I want to see a number of millionaires coming out of this class in the next bull run. Now, let's see. Yes.
Thank you, Hakut.
You're welcome.
Be blessed.
You're welcome. Someone has
that advice is very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's a very good insight.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Tutakuwa tuna rifariana Malambogini.
Yes.